Hey there, I see you. Yes, you. Sabotaging your relationship in real. Are you sending messages like, I guess I'm not important enough for you to respond to? Fine, whatever. Do whatever you want. Must be nice to have so many friends to hang out with. Let me ask you something nobody else will. How many potentially amazing relationships have you burned to the ground before they even had a chance to blossom? I'm not asking you as some random YouTuber. No, my name is Tiffany, and I'm asking as a licensed therapist who've watched this exact behavior destroy hundreds of relationships that could have thrived. Now here is some uncomfortable truth. The biggest threat to your happiness isn't your partner's behavior. It is the self-sabotaging program that is currently running on autopilot in your mind. Today I'll be exposing both the psychological traps that you often set and reveal personal styles of sabotaging behaviors. And as a way to counter these, I will be giving you a personal intervention I use called the 5R reset method that usually can work within 60 seconds or less to stop you from destroying your happiness. Let me introduce you to 3 of my clients. Names changed here for protection. Meet Rachel, brilliant corporate attorney. Makes about $25K a year, can argue circles around anyone in court. Yet she's ghost, the perfect guy after 8 amazing dates because things were going too well. So she literally ran away from happiness. Let's talk about Michael, successful entrepreneur, Instagram-worthy life, who creates elaborate tests his partners are guaranteed to fail. He would make statements like, I mentioned my ex to see how she was going to react. Or things like, I didn't text back for 7 hours to see if she really cares. This is him manipulating situations, but then he gets shocked when they blow up in his face. Now let's talk about Emma, the detective, kindergarten teacher, amazing with the kids. Yet she's been single for about 7 years because she has such high standards. She actually spends the first month of dating gathering evidence for why it won't work. 3 days in, she's already got a case file of red flags where most people wouldn't even be paying attention to that stuff. They'll be getting to know each other. If you're seeing yourself in these examples, first know this, you're not broken. Imagine this, your brain as an outdated smartphone, perfectly designed for 2015 problems, but is struggling with today's reality, constantly alerting you to threats that aren't actually there. These illuminated neural pathways are showing us something profoundly. Our brains haven't evolved 2 separate systems for both emotional and physical suffering. There's only one. So when someone walks away from you, the same neural alarm bells ring as if you were sustaining bodily injury. So your heartache isn't just feeling like pain. To your brain, it is pain. Now, this isn't about daddy issues or being too damaged for love. It's about neural pathways that have formed protective mechanisms that is sabotaging your happiness. And here's the most twisted part. Unlike any other self-destructive behaviors, relationship sabotage feels completely justified in the moment. You think you're being cautious or demanding self-respect when you're actually just finding elaborate ways to avoid vulnerability. The very behaviors you're creating to protect yourself are creating exactly what you fear most: rejection, abandonment, and loneliness. I have identified 3 sabotage behavioral styles that account for about 90% of relationships' self-destructions. I'm going to describe these, but I don't want you just to listen. I want you to look and try to identify yourself, because awareness is where change begins. Sabotage style number 1, the chaos creator. The chaos creator manufactures drama when things are too comfortable. You pick fights about nothing, like loaded the dishwasher wrong, which turns into 2-hour arguments about respect. You even bring up issues from 3 months ago out of nowhere. And they may sound like this: I just find it interesting that you liked her photo. If you really wanted to see me, you would have made it work. I just find it weird that you never mentioned that before. Chaos creator, this is your specialty. The intuition excuse, claiming you just sensed something was wrong with having 0 evidence. You convince yourself You're being vigilant when you're actually just creating more problems where there were none previously. Sabotage style number 2, the emotional escape artist. The escape artist disappears emotionally just as things deepen. Suddenly, you are swamped at work, you need space, or you develop a mystery migraine whenever vulnerable conversations approach. The escape artist's signature move? Becoming explicitly irritable by things that never bothered you before. Like, their laugh has always been like this, but now it's unbearable, right? When they start talking about the future. Their texting style has always been the same, but now it's annoying right after they've said, I love you. That's different, right? Sabotage style number 3. The perfectionist preemptor is constantly scanning for flaws, convinced that finding the deal breaker first will somehow protect you from pain. You're mentally cataloging every minor mishap your partner makes, building a case for why the relationship is doomed. Your trademark? Rejecting before being rejected. You see a yellow flag and you treat it like a bright red, ending things before they even have a chance to end them with you. And it may go something like this. They mention their ex, so clearly they're not over them. They were 15 minutes late twice, so obviously they don't respect me. So which one are you? I want you to drop a 1, 2, or 3 in the comments below. Or maybe you're thinking, I'm all 3 depending on the situation. And that's common too. So just put all 3, no judgment. Understanding your personal sabotage blueprint isn't just interesting. It's essential for stopping these behaviors before they destroy your chance at a real connection. Understanding your personal sabotage blueprint isn't just interesting, right? It's essential for stopping these behaviors before they destroy your chance at real connection. Understanding your personal sabotage blueprint isn't just interesting. It is essential for stopping those behaviors before they destroy your chance at real happiness. Now let's break down exactly why your brain portrays you in this way. It's not random, right? It's actually predictable when you understand the psychological mechanisms. At the core of nearly all sabotage behaviors is just what psychologists call anxious attachment. And this is a relationship orientation that develops in your early experiences with caregivers who were inconsistent, intrusive, or neglectful. Here is the sabotage cycle in action. Number 1, trigger. Something activates your abandonment fears. Delayed texts, or they mention their ex. Number 2, anxiety activation. Your body is flooded with stress hormones, cortisol, and adrenaline. Number 3, your rational brain shutdown. Your prefrontal cortex goes offline while your fear center takes over. Number 4, sabotage action. You start sending accusatory texts, or you pick a fight, or you even create distance. Number 5, the aftermath. The damage is done and you created the very situation you feared. When anxiety hits, your prefrontal cortex, responsible for logic and seeing the bigger picture, literally gets less blood oxygen. Meanwhile, your amygdala, the primitive fear center alarm system, goes into overdrive. This is why telling yourself, just don't overreact, never works. When you are in the activated state, the rational part of your brain isn't functioning properly. It's like telling someone that is having an asthma attack, just breathe normally. The cruelest part, each time you sabotage and things go badly, your brain logs this as evidence that relationships aren't safe, making you even more likely to sabotage next time. But here's the good news, neuroplasticity. Your brain's ability to form new connections means these behaviors can be rewired. The brain that created these behaviors can also change them. Here is where the 5R reset comes in. My 5R reset method that stops sabotage before you destroy your relationship. Unlike the vague advice, just communicate better, this is a specific action plan for those critical moments where you're feeling yourself spiraling. R number 1, recognition. The moment you notice yourself spiraling, immediately change your physical state. Stand up if you're sitting down. Splash cold water in your face. Maybe take a step outside. This isn't just distraction, it's neuroscience. Physical state changes disrupts the emotional cascade and brings your rational brain back online. R number 2, regulate. Ask yourself, what am I feeling in my body right now? Then name that emotion. I'm feeling afraid, or I'm feeling inadequate. UCLA research shows that simply naming emotions reduce their intensity by up to 30% by activating their prefrontal cortex. R number 3, reflection. Ask yourself, is this reaction about what's happening right now, or is it something about... Ask yourself, is this reaction about what's happening right now, or is it something from my past? If your partner is 20 minutes late and you are catastrophizing, is this really about today? Or is it about your ex who always kept you waiting? Or is it your parents who never prioritize your time? Or number 4, reality check. Put on your detective hat and ask, what actual evidence do I have for the story I'm telling myself? Not assumptions, not vibes, concrete evidence from specific situations. Assumption is they don't care about me anymore. Evidence is they took 2 hours to respond to my text. Assumption, they're cheating on me. Evidence, they went out with friends and posted a group photo. R number 5, reframe. Create a list of 2 alternative explanations for whatever triggered you. If they've seen distance during your conversation, instead of assuming that they're losing interest, consider they had a rough day. Maybe they're not feeling well. Maybe they're dealing with something personal. Here's what makes the 5R reset so powerful. It should take less than minutes, and you can do it anywhere. You can excuse yourself to the bathroom during a date, and you can pull over before sending a text. And the best part, the more you practice it, the more automatic it becomes. And your brain starts doing these steps without conscious effort, creating new pathways, sabotaging cycle. Let me show you how this works with a real client. Details have been changed for privacy. Alex has sabotaged 3 promising relationships in 2 years. Classic chaos creator. Things will be going well, then he become convinced that his partner is pulling away, leading to accusatory conversations that usually drove people away. His main trigger today, changes in texting patterns. If his partner who usually texts throughout the day went quiet, Alex will spiral into abandonment panic. Here's how he used the protocol in real life. Alex has been dating this new partner for about a month. Things have been going great with consistent communication. Then one day, the partner didn't respond for about 5 hours. Now, this is unusual for them. Alex felt the anxiety rising and drafted a text. Guess you're too busy for me now that you got what you wanted. Instead of him sending that text, he started to use the 5R reset. R number 1, recognition. He put down the phone and he went for a 10-minute walk. R number 2, regulate. What was he feeling? I'm feeling scared and unimportant. R number 3, reflection. Alex was able to realize that this wasn't about today, but about an ex that withdrew right before cheating. R number 4, reality check. Only evidence was there was no response for 5 hours in a workday. That was it. R number 5, reframe. Created 3 possibilities: that the person was in a meeting, swamped at work, or their phone died. Instead of sending that accusatory text, Alice sent the text. Hope your day is going well. Look forward to seeing you tonight. And you know what? Later, Alex learned that his partner had been in an emergency, all-hands meeting where no phones were allowed. And that single intervention prevented what could have been the beginning of the end. Now the relationship is about 14 months strong, the longest and healthiest Alex has ever had. Not because they found the perfect partner, no, but because he was able to stop being his own worst enemy. This isn't about becoming perfect. It's about catching yourself before you sabotage the connection that matters most. So here's your next challenge. Use the 5R reset once in the next week when you feel yourself wanting to sabotage. Just once. See what happens when you create the space between trigger, and response. I have created a free relationship sabotage assessment that will help identify your specific sabotaging style with customized recommendations. Now, this link is in the description below. And for next week, I will help you build trust that you've already sabotaged in a relationship. Because recovery is possible, even when you think you've destroyed everything. So what I want you to do is subscribe so you don't miss it. Ring that bell so you'll know when I'm uploading. And remember that every time you interrupt the sabotaging behaviors, you're literally creating new neural pathways that lead to healthier relationships. Your past doesn't have to determine your future. Your behaviors don't have to be your prison. And the relationship you save might be the one you've been waiting for your entire life. If this video helped you, smash that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and I'll see you next week for more unfiltered relationship truths.